All right, thanks for staying with us. Next, we are discussing the plight of teachers. And joining us on the show is Chairman, Lagos State Chapter of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, Otumba Adedeoyin Adesina. Okay, it was Adesina. Thank you for thank you for joining us on the show this morning.
Good morning.
Now talk to us. What is going on in Lagos State with teachers? We've been hearing complaints here and there, and we want you to just help us better understand what the situation here is.
First and foremost, as a union and as a professional body, in terms of the working condition, firstly, we need to appreciate Lagos State government. Because we always say that we have two states in Nigeria, Lagos and others.
I agree.
Yeah, reason being that during the implementation of a minimum wage, even before the federal government implemented their own, Lagos State has implemented our own among the public service in the state. Not only that, the teacher-specific allowance, the 7.5, which was prorated in some states, was given in full. The 7.5 was given. That's the professional allowance. So the salary comes as a wind due. The third, like other, unlike some states where they pay the secondary, they will not pay the primary. They will pay the primary, they will not pay the secondary in some states. But that's the reason why we need to appreciate Lagos State government.
Right. But what are the issues?
Yes, because the reason why we say Aluta continua is that the problem will not finish. The problem will be there. Yes, the struggle will still continue.
Yes.
But the one that they have done, there's need for us to commend them for what they have done. So where they need to adjust, to improve. In terms of other areas that we have suggested to them, because we always work harmoniously with Lagos State government, this type of government, because of that team agenda of the present governor, is an inclusive thing, because we need to say it in the open. For any policy they want to bring out, they get across to us, they request for memorandum from the union. At times, part of our own memorandum will be picked, married with theirs, to make sure they get.
Your members, are they just from the public service? Or
they are from the public service. They are from the public service.
No private?
No private sector.
No private
Ordinarily, they're supposed to be members.
They're supposed
because
to
the Trade Union Act is very clear about it. That any teacher,
so
yes, that is teachers of both primary and secondary and all other allied institutions, with the exception of tertiary institutions, are member of Nigeria.
What are you doing to make sure that this impediment created by private employers to private school teachers from being members of your union is removed? What are you doing to remove it?
We have a lot of challenges because, education is on concurrent legislative list. So it is very difficult for us because of the power that is vested in the child care, private school owners. So that's they just say, well, they can hire and fire. But with the coming up of Teacher Regional Council of Nigeria, whereby there's going to be, by the time we are fully professionalized, no teacher in private school will just be given a peanut because it's going to be standardized.
Because they suffer more,
So the era of going to take just one secondary school leavers to come and start to teach in the school will be over. Yes. So if you are not licensed, you can't practice.
But you have TESCOM.
So while we're
all of that already.
Yes, we have TESCOM. TESCOM is in charge of the secondary school, both junior and senior. Then this SUBEB, the State Universal Basic Education Board, is for the primary sector.
Okay, so while we're talking about the positives of Lagos State government, we have to mention Eco Excel. And very recently we had the chairman of SUBEB come and tell us, all the amazing things that they are doing. But that is from that point of view. But as a teacher on ground, could you tell us how this has impacted you, improved teaching, improved better grades for children when they write the external exams? Well,
we, at the outset of the program, we critique the program, then we provide solution. Because I remember in the public presentation, when I made my decision, the deputy governor said, look, Mr. Chairman, this is a good program, but what you need to do that, where you need that there's going to be shortcoming, go and put up a memorandum so that we can use it to adjust, which we did. quite all right. We do have a quarterly review. We had one last week. By the time, because as they have their own monitoring team, we as a professional body, we have our own monitoring team that monitor, get information from our members so that we can come, we collect it, we come back. I remember the last time, the first time, the one we had in November last year, we raised about 31 deficiencies in the program, and which the technical partners sat down, work on it, they improved. Then lately, the one that we had last, we identified again that there still need to work in some areas. We raised about 15.
Can you just give us examples of these areas so that we're talking specifically?
Well, what we are saying, we talk about inclusive. When you look at SDG 4, it talks about the inclusive education.
Yes.
Whereby those with a learning disability to be taken care of. Then we look at it, the inclusive education is not taken care of, because those are the use of TAP. Those are the school of blind. They cannot. They can't use that. Those are having cerebral palsy. Yes. They can't use that. Yes. So, what are the programs are you designing to accommodate? That is part of the evidence we noticed.
Very important.
Then we noticed that formally we noticed that it makes people to be robotic, to make them to be stereotyped. So we raised areas and we told them what they can do. Because what matters most is that when you say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, the method I'm going to employ to make 2 plus 2 will differ from what you are going to use in your own. So all these things, we ask them that there's need for them to be flexible in that area so that there can be varying methodology.
So it's work in progress.
That's awesome. Yeah, but I'm concerned about the working conditions of not just the teachers now, but even the students in their environments. Because we raised, exactly when that chairman came, we raised issues of classroom conditions, overcrowding, the fact that some of the schools didn't have good toilets for human beings, and even their sick bay was lacking. Has that improved?
Well, gradually, with the rehabilitation, massive rehabilitation the governor is trying to do now, they are trying to reduce that. Then when we want to resume post-COVID-19 resumption, the issue of the toilets, water, everything, we stood our ground that all our schools must have all those things. And where they don't have a borehole, they have a makeshift tanks whereby the tanker will come and be dropping water on them periodically so that no school lack water. Okay. So aside from that, the area of overcrowding in the class, we are still working on it because we don't have enough personnel. No, not classroom now. The classroom is there, but we don't have enough personnel because when you look at the UNESCO standard, at most 40 to 1. Because if you want better learning conditions, because the using of that tab to go around to do the supervision to make sure that you mark the side, you supervise them, you evaluate them, either for meeting for submitting the evaluation. There's need for you to have minimal number. All right. So when there are too many, when they are too crowded, you see that the job will be too cumbersome for our members.
Otumba Adesina, let's quickly go on a short break. We'll still continue this conversation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still talking about the plight of teachers in Lagos State, and we still have the chairman of the Lagos State chapter of the Nigeria Union of Teachers, Otumba Adedeoyin Adesina, in the studio with us. Thank you for staying with us.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk about retirement age now, and I'm going to pick your reaction to that because you reacted to that earlier this year when the federal government had approved a harmonized retirement age for teachers bill 2021. And you said it should be applauded and supported because a lot of people are reacting that the age from the service year is 35 to 40 and the age is now 60 to 65. And they believe that it's not going to give room for younger persons to come in, and also it's going to weaken the structure. But you you're thinking differently.
It's different. Okay. It's only in this part of this world that we think in that direction. You see, even in UK, in US, there's no limitation to teaching. Can you get what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
It is when you are tired. Even if it's 40, if we are 40 years, we are tired, you go out of this system. I think about 2 months ago, one 80 years old professor.
Yeah.
The university now turned her to be a consultant because she's a custodian of knowledge. So, you see, mentoring, we have been saying it, mentoring is fast moving out of the system. The gap between the mentors and the mentees is very wide. For instance, I want to cite myself as an example. I had a complete education, or a teaching education, from secondary school to teacher training to college education, from college education to university. Unlike somebody that has no passion, no interest. Because when you see somebody who wanted to study geology, and you don't meet up to the cutoff point, they just go and read geography, they just drop that person to go and read geography education. Job they don't have passion. Those who have passion for that job, those are the people that
you have retired.
You see, we are coming in together. Teachers are living en masse. You see, the UNESCO's standard stipulates that at least 1,000 teachers must be recruited annually to cater for those who will be going. In Lagos State, Sube, in 2000, late Alhaji Fuja recruited 2001 teachers. The next recruitment came in 2014. You see,
That's too wide.
Yeah, it's too wide. You see that the experienced one, they just move out of the system. Even those who are coming in, the newly recruited down that they are recruiting now, we are still mentoring them on how to write proper lesson notes.
So why is priority not given to those who? Because I know I have someone who's applied to teach in Lagos State over and over. And this person has never done anything but education. But maybe for want of indigenship, she doesn't get the job. And then you have people like this who have a flair for something else, but, you know, Providence now push them to this field who get the job. So when you have somebody applying with a college of education and a degree in education, automatically you know this person originally set out for this career. Why are those people not given priority?
Well, that one is left for the government to decide. Those teachers that are recruited, we bring them together as our member. We need to organize orientation and induction. We allow them to know the ethics and ethos of the problem of the profession, so that they don't run foul of law. Yes. So that is our own duty. Yes. You see, what we are having is that until we put our priority right in this country, we won't get it right.
Everyone keeps saying that.
I've said it. Even the problem of this, the issue of teachers are not having good standard, all those things, it starts from the university. I want to cite University of East Legon in Ghana. If you don't have up to 6A, they won't take you for admission into Faculty of Education because they know that you are going to be the custodian. The best brains should be the teachers. You see, some of those people, the reason we are on the issue of extension, some people retire very early, then they go out and use that thing in another country. Another country. After from another country, they go to a private school. I have a friend who retired at the age of 52 as a result because he started very early. He retired at the age of 52.
That's 5 years.
That 5 years has elapsed. And he is now in one of the popular schools because of advertisement. I will not say it. So, they make him semi-god there because of what he's teaching out. That is what he has studied, both in service and outside the something over time.
Right.
With the government fund, we're supposed to be giving back to the system.
All right, so let me ask you. So we have a problem of obsolete curriculum, and you know, comparing to what is happening outside the country right now, we see that technology is taking over.
Yes.
Teaching methods are evolving constantly.
Yes.
And I don't feel that we are ready and equipped to, you know, train our children to be future learners. We are teaching them for jobs that are no longer in existence, job that has expired. How ready do you think we are to constantly review our curriculum to meet emerging trends?
Otumba, before you answer that question, let's quickly take Yakub, who has been on the line. Okay. Yakub, good morning. You can go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, Veronica, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
And, good morning to the rest of the team in the studio, and then including the comrade in the studio. Veronica, I'm proud to be a Lagosian this morning.
Right.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you. I'm proud to be a Lagosian this morning because of what is coming out from the comrade in the studio, saying that Lagos and order. Because I heard him say that earlier. Because Lagos State pay the salary of teacher as well due. In fact, even increase the teacher salary. And then the comrade in the studio made us to know that. I think the rest of the states in this country are listening to this program this morning, especially the governor of various states in this country. Because, and then I don't surprise anyway. The Lagos has been in a position of having good leadership since the sessions of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They have been privileged to the extent that they have a good leader in terms of governor of the state. That is why they make sure that they focus on teacher. And then, in fact, let me even give you a quick story quickly. I have a boy that attended Abiba Tumagaji Secondary School, public school here. There was a time the guy failed because of they needed 50%, and then the guy got 49.5%. They fed the boy. The boy tell me, Alaji, please follow me to school to go. I said, Lila, I can't do that. And then, do you know what? At the end of the day, the boy comes to be a best student. And then, in fact, he's one of the best students in school. The boy is in OAU, University of Obafemi Awolowo today. So, I'm proud to be a Lagosian because they have a best teacher in the state. Thank you, good morning. God bless you.
Thank you, Yaku.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right.
Well, so I allude to what you just said. I had a similar thing because all my children, I made them to attend public school. They went to this school here, Immaculate Heart at Maryland. Yeah. One of my boys, he got 49% in English then, during the time of Governor, Deputy Governor Shoson. They said, Shaman, why follow your child to school now? I said, no.
Let him retake it.
He must retake it.
That's a teacher. You are a teacher.
Yes. After he did that one, he had one of the best results in the school.
Right.
And he finished at Laviston Obajo University.
Second chance is always better.
With just one attempt.
Right.
Yes,
So
I
back to
asked
her
you a
question.
Yes. How do you think?
Yes, we are talking of a curriculum.
Yes.
There's still for us to review the curriculum. Yes, there's still for us. But one thing is that when you look at even the curriculum itself, the curriculum says that it must take the yearning, the aspiration, the norms, the custom, the culture of your people. Yes, must take it into consideration. You see, we gradually we go there. The colonial master that gave us education did not do away for us because they gave us liberal education. They just 3 hours, reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's what they gave to us. But if we have to learn how to crawl before we walk. It's very, very important. It must be a gradual process. You see, we should not allow cultural alienation or cultural vibration to take over our own culture so that people, if not make learning to be very easy. So what we just do is that we just be injecting gradually. It may be a program of about 20 years. That's, okay, this is, let us set a target or a goal for ourselves.
Have we started?
Well,
have we set the target?
Especially stemming from the pandemic and
yes, with the issue of a pandemic, I think it's opening our eyes gradually.
Right.
So ordinarily, before the issue of pandemic, in Lagos, we have started the online teaching, like Kokoka, this or that. Yes, we have started it.
We have a caller on the line.
Okay.
Sorry. Ibrahim calling from Kaduna. Good morning. Go ahead with your contribution, please.
Good morning, you all. Good morning to every one of you there.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Ibrahim, calling from Kaduna. In fact, I will first and foremost thank your guest over there for his passionate contribution this morning. That really attracted my own support to contribute to this issue. You see? Yes, Lagos State, I know that Lagos State has been an exemplary point of view to all that, to any other state in the country. So the name given to Lagos State as the center of excellence, yes, is due to them to be had. Yes, you see, unlike our home in Kaduna, yes, the government will just wake up every day and any time and do what they want to do. But I want to use this opportunity to emphasize and call on people, please, because this is a very national forum that people are on. You see, these people can also invite the state to best of Kaduna or any other leaders from the teacher body it will be very, very welcome for us because the teachers in Kaduna State, especially the primary school teachers, they are not carried along. Now, would you believe that for the past, this month now, maybe 3 months, there is a single local government here in Kaduna State haven't paid their teacher salary for good 3 months, April, May, and now June is coming to an end. Now, tell me, what do you expect? You need to say that when maybe the teacher, the husband and the wife are the same, they are in the same local government, and they are not paid. What are you know what you are exposing them to? Now, a man can detect. He's very able to just go and take and go and join all those bandits, but God forbid. Please, I really want you to also try to invite someone from our own state here. Here, because I believe the state government of other states, they are listening to this program. This program is a national program. This topic is very interesting. That's why I say that I am fully.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
It's so saddening, yes, to see that where you have couples working as teachers and then they are not being paid for 3 months. That's what
during the
saying.
pandemic, I had to do a lot of bailout for a teacher couple.
Same here.
And it was the worst case was the private school teacher.
Same here.
So no payment, nothing.
Yeah, I have a
Any comment
question.
from Tubes?
Yes, we have
Sorry.
several. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Andrew, talking about the National Assembly leaking roof, said the National Assembly leaking roof is a symbol and sign of Nigeria as it is in 2021. Nigeria is leaking everything, security, corruption, banditry. Semi Adeleke says, how has 37 billion been expended so far? Should not the roof be the first point of repairs? Nigerians demand how the approved 9 billion is spent. Corruption is the eye of the assembly. Kabir Kule Aroye says, good, our beautiful and intelligent ladies, for our country, Nigeria and our government, may Almighty Allah take us to the promised land. No more trust in the government. Ifeda Yakubu says, when they want to buy votes, they know how to go to the market and share market money. But when it comes to making decisions that will positively impact the traders, they begin to speak big English.
Perhaps, all right. Mariam, quickly. So
Yes, I just want to say, if
word.
you can give us, lastly, what you think about the quality of education in public school vis-a-vis private school. Many parents ask, like, is it better for me to try and put all the monies that I have and do not have to send my child to a private school instead of a public school?
Are you talking in the context of Lagos or in the context of the
Context of Lagos. Lagos State as of right
You have
today.
had the comment of that man that when you are having one of the best quality in terms of personnel, teachers, come down to Lagos, because from time to time we update our knowledge. We organize seminars and workshops. Even if among ourselves, the government.
So parents should be confident.
Yes, all the competition, the world robotic was won by
because of the
school.
time, want of time, we wanted to just give us, just in wrapping up, because we have to go, your final word.
Well, my final word is to appeal to the government of the Federation. I think the bill that the National Assembly should fast track it is long over. This is October last year. It's supposed to have commenced in January. The capable hands that are supposed to be retained in the service are leaving. So, and I'm sure the Lagos State government, they are with us. They are always with us. What they have been doing, what we know they have been doing best, they will do it for us by the time the bill comes out, so that they do the approval and allow the 5 years extension to come to stay, so that mentoring can be improved and the people will contribute their own quota to development of education in the state.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chairman of the Lagos State Chapter of the Nigeria Union of Teachers, Comrade Adedeoyin Adesina, for your time on the program.
Thank you.
We had a great time with you here. Thank you, ladies. It was...
Thank you, Veronica.
All right, that's the much we can take on the show today. Do join us again tomorrow at the same time. Ensure you stay safe. Bye for now.